The 2026 Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez. Wow. This wasn't just another race weekend. It was pure, unfiltered MotoGP drama. We're talking wild weather, incredible winds, shocking crashes, and right at the center of it all, two of the biggest names in the sport, the Marquez brothers. Honestly, if you had to nail down this weekend in just one phrase, this would be it. Nothing about this was predictable. It was all about survival, strategy, and these massive swings of fortune that just completely rattled the entire championship. And look at this, it just sums up the whole story perfectly, doesn't it? It's like a mirror image of success and failure. You've got Marc, the elder brother, who completely conquers the chaos on Saturday, only to crash out on Sunday. And then you have his younger brother, Alex, who puts in this flawless performance to win the main event. It's just an incredible tale of two totally opposite fortunes. All right, let's dive into Act 1, Marc Marquez's Saturday Sprint. I mean, this was defiance and drama wrapped into one. The Spanish rain just set this incredibly treacherous stage for what turned out to be one of the wildest races you'll probably ever see. Yeah, the weather was a huge deal. The rain was basically the main villain here, turning the track into an absolute minefield. But, for a rider like Marquez, who was looking to make a statement, well, this was the perfect storm for him to prove he's still got that old magic. And the way he won, it was just sheer madness. First, it looks like he's thrown it all away, crashes at the final corner. Then, in this split-second decision, he literally sprints to the pits for his spare bike. It was a pretty controversial move at the time, but it got cleared. And get this, he rejoins the race and just carves through the entire field to take this unbelievable 3-second victory. It was pure 100% unfiltered Marc Marquez. Okay, so fast forward to Sunday, and the story just does a complete 180. If Saturday was all about chaos, Sunday was the total opposite. It was Alex Marquez's turn in the spotlight, and he didn't do it with that frantic energy. Nope, he did it with absolute surgical precision. This was a clinic, a real masterclass in how to control a Grand Prix. He starts from 5th on the grid, and he is just flawless. He gets to the front early, manages his pace perfectly, and just breaks the will of everyone behind him. Even the championship leader, Marco Bezzecchi, had absolutely no answer for him. Just a dominant, commanding performance all around. But it wasn't quite that simple, was it? The two brothers' paths are always going to cross on the track, which brings us to the most critical moment of the entire weekend, the unraveling at turn 11. This is where ambition really met its limit. So just picture this for a second. It's only lap 2 of the main race. Alex is out in front, leading. And who's hunting him down, charging hard for that number 1 spot in front of their home crowd? His own brother, Marc. You could just feel the tension. It was absolutely immense. And then, just like that, in an instant, it's all over. Marc is pushing so hard to catch his brother, and he just loses the front end at turn 11 and slides right out of the race. That one single moment sealed the entire story of the weekend, didn't it? Redemption and victory for Alex, and just heartbreak and a devastating DNF for Marc. So what did that one crash actually mean for the bigger picture? Well, it did way more than just decide the race. It completely reshuffled the entire deck in the 2026 championship fight. And hey, for anyone who might not follow the sport super closely, a DNF, that's did not finish, it's pretty much the worst possible outcome you can have. It means you get 0 points. And for a rider who's gunning for a championship, that's not just a blow in the points table, it's a huge psychological hit too. And the fallout was immediate. You can see right here the two Aprilia riders, Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin, they now have a clear 1-2 lead at the top of the standings. They just capitalized perfectly on their rivals' mistakes. And what about Marc? Well, 57. That's his new points total. It drops him all the way down to 5th in the championship. After that incredible high on Saturday, that one little mistake on Sunday turned out to be incredibly costly. You can really see the ripple effect when you look at the full standings here. Bezzecchi and Martin are starting to pull away at the top, and you've got this cluster of Ducati riders behind them. And check this out. The winner of the day, Alex Marquez, he's now jumped up to 7th place with 53 points, which puts him right on his brother's tail. So all of this sets up an absolutely fascinating road ahead. The whole paddock now packs up and heads to Le Mans for the French Grand Prix. And after all the drama we just saw in Jerez, this season has really turned into a high-speed chess match. Which really just leaves us with one big question, right? In a chess match that's played at 350 kilometers per hour, who's going to make the next move? I guess we'll just have to wait and see at Le Mans.